Contrarians, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital Recap for Tuesday, August 23rd. First off, let's get into Bitcoin real quick. Trading at around 21,510. Now, we actually just put out in our newsletter this morning, we were talking about the accumulation that we saw taking place. And what we said this morning was that it's our opinion that we have an 80 to 90% chance of being in a Wyckoff accumulation right now. Said that Bitcoin resembles the classic chart developed by Richard Wyckoff. And so this is what it's showing here. The accumulation schematic essentially looks very similar to Bitcoin. In our opinion, if 20,750 holds on the daily candle, we think it'll validate this accumulation. And if this is correct, it would be safe to say that the bottom for Bitcoin is in. If it does drop lower, barring some crazy like geopolitical event, that would probably be the bias that we're leaning towards. And so we did see the SPX, the SPY. It was having a healthy pullback yesterday. And so if we do start to see some of this stuff come through here regarding Bitcoin and these price levels holding, it would lead us to think that we are in an accumulation range for Bitcoin. And hopefully we can start going and making our way north and testing that 40K level. What happens after that, I feel, is anybody's guess, but this does look very similar to a Wyckoff accumulation pattern. And another reason that makes us think that this is what's taking place here, as mentioned, there's plenty of fear going on in the market. So you've got the Mt. Gox creditors in your payout. That's sparking fears of the Bitcoin price crash. So if you guys don't know, I think it was back in 2014, maybe, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, 2014. Basically, one of the biggest exchanges, Magic the Gathering online exchange, was also allowing people to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. At that time, it was basically Bitcoin, Litecoin, and I don't know, maybe one or two others. And so now, after going through all of that court proceedings, they're now looking to start paying people out. The fear is that people are just going to go ahead and dump their Bitcoin onto the market. And while that could take place, you're talking about the OGs of crypto at that time. I mean, I have a friend that had like 200 Bitcoin on that exchange. I think now he's looking at maybe, hopefully, getting 5 to 6 Bitcoin, which is absolutely insane. Even though it is a nice chunk of change, I mean, 200 Bitcoin, what is that, like $4 million that he's missing out on? But besides the point, I don't think the OGs are going to go dump on the market when we had an 80% correction, although that remains to be seen. Other news that's out there right now, though, is Bitcoin falling as the markets await Fed Chair Powell's comments. Again, more fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. I know he's supposed to speak on Friday, and so we'll see what takes place with that. I don't think we're going to fall much further than 17.5 if we do even go back that far. But even if so, a lot of things get invalidated if you start to hit that 17.5. Also, another article, Bitcoin nurses... Get out of here. Bitcoin nurses losses as momentum gauge flashes price warning. Again, more fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We also had just hours ago, this was published literally, 2 hours ago, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong expects crypto bear market to last 12 to 18 months and plans to continue to cut costs. Now, the interesting thing about this is the fact that Coinbase IPO'd at the exact top of the market. Now, when the market is exhausted and has already sold off 75%, you have the CEO coming out thinking that it's going to last another year to year and a half. Perfect time to spook most investors, most retail traders into giving up their hard-earned crypto. It will probably crypto that's at a loss at this point if they bought in at any time during the Tesla, Elon, Saylor buying spree that took place, which actually just ended up being a Wyckoff distribution pattern around that $60,000 price level. Imagine you bought at 60K and now you see that the CEO of Coinbase says they're expecting another 12 to 18 months. You can bet your ass most of these retail traders are going to be selling their ass off, trying to exit while they can before this crypto goes to zero, which in our opinion, definitely don't think it's going to go to zero. Why would they be trying to regulate it if that was the case? But thinking like the average retail trader that doesn't know anything, you could probably bet your ass that most of them are going to be selling. So on top of that, compound all this with what's coming out here. This is from the Daily Hodl. if this thing ever wants to load, which looks like it doesn't. Let's hit the refresh button here. But the Daily Hodl was talking about the creditors of bankrupt Voyager Digital. They're opposing giving out bonuses to employees. Looks like this thing's actually stuck here, but whatever. We'll skip this article. Let's go to Binance now. Later. Binance announces XRP rewards. 111 trillion SHIB could be burned in months. And John Dean predicts shocking thing about Ripple lawsuit. Crypto News Digest says. So let's see here. XRP rewards for Binance users. The world's biggest exchange in terms of daily trading volume announced new rewards in the form of XRP for those who complete its course and quizzes. Pretty cool, right? Get XRP in the spotlight here for a little while. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at XRP. I actually haven't seen it at all in the last hour or two. See if that reacted positively. Got XRP, okay, up 0.5% or so. Also looks like it's in Wyckoff accumulation as well. We actually put out in our newsletter just the other day what we were looking at for XRP. We do have a free version and a paid version for our newsletter. You can see the stuff that's locked up here. That's for the paid members. And what is not locked up here is free for members. And so you guys will hear from us a couple times a day, depending on what your subscriber level is. But you can see we're very, very active on our newsletter. So if you guys want to support the channel, great way to do so. We'll end this shameless plug here real quick and get back to the news. And so talk about XRP getting in the news and the Ripple lawsuit. John Dean predicts that something shocking might happen after the summary judgment briefings are made public. He stated that we might see evidence we are currently unaware of, including testimony from top Ripple execs, former employees, as well as William Hinman and other SEC officials. If you guys don't remember, Hinman was basically stating that Ethereum would be considered a security and was questioning why others were not. And so that's interesting. We'll have to see. I mean, we've been waiting quite a long time to hear any positive news from the Ripple XRP lawsuit. And I have a feeling that we'll most likely end up going on a bull run when we're supposed to, as XRP has not missed any bull runs that altcoins have taken place in, but that could act as a catalyst for some further price movement to the upside. We do tend to think, and here's a little tidbit, what we put out in our newsletter, we do tend to think that XRP is near a bottom here around 33, 32 cents or so. We are anticipating some sort of price action to the upside here over the course of the next month or two. So we'll go back to XRP. This is going to be a shorter video for today. Generally speaking, we have just a handful of assets that are up. You know, Bitcoin Cash is up 10%. Luna's up 7%. XDC looks good. I mean, if we're looking at this XRP chart right here, it'd be interesting to see if we can break through and blast through 35, 36 cents. We might actually see some tests back up to the upside here, 37, 38 cents, if we continue further. With that being said, I think that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Encrypted Capital Recap. If you guys like what you heard, please drop us a like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you all in the next video.